Hello and welcome to another episode of Mr.BoxVan. This is part 7 and today we'll look at ventilation, roof, walls and floor. But before we get to that, I made an intro. Let's have a look at that before we start. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Mr.BoxVan. Wasn't that great? Now let's get to work. We'll start with the ventilation, and I begin with drilling a hole through the back wall. When the hole is done, it's time to paint. When I'm done painting, I took a pipe and glued it in place. I put the ventilation grill in there to keep out flies, rats, venomous snakes and ghosts. In the front of the van, I'm gonna install this kitchen fan. I measured where to put it and cut the board under the cupboards to make room for it. I drilled a hole into the cupboard. I also drilled some holes so I can bolt it in place. This windshield air deflector thingy needed to come off. Then I drilled a hole through the front wall of the van. I used the same technique as I did in the back. The air deflector thingy was quite dirty, so I took the opportunity to clean it while it was loose. It became pretty, but I decided to make it even prettier with this beautiful sticker and mounted it back in place. On the inside I connected the hole to the fan. And it works like a charm. The fan cows are obviously impressed. Time to do something about this ugly roof. I had an idea that I would cover the entire roof with giant stickers. That way it would be lightweight and easy to clean. I bought these pre-cut stickers from my local advertising company. My buddy Jörgen helped me. I could probably not have done this by myself. Excellent camera work here. You can really tell that I'm a professional. When the roof is done, it's time to do something about the walls. I glued fiberglass to the walls, but the quick drying glue and the lack of space made it impossible to film. It's really not that fun to watch anyway, so I'll just show this one piece possible to film from the outside. When all the walls are covered with fiberglass, I painted everything. I'll spare you from having to watch all that, but you might wonder why I didn't do this before I put the fridge in, since that would have been much easier. Well, so do I. When everything is painted, I screwed an additional ventilation grill on the inside. This grill has a fine mesh in it to further keep any unwanted critters out. The walls are done and it's time to lay the floor. However, this spider, who is obviously a huge fan, needs to move first. After a quick vacuuming, I put some underlay foam in place and started laying the floor. The floor pieces click into place easily, and soon the floor was done. The kitchen area. And the bedroom area. Now all we have to do is mount the table we built in the furniture episode under the back of the fridge. I used some wooden supports to hold the table in the correct height. Then I screwed the table to the wall with an excessive amount of screws. Then I removed the supports and screwed the lid in place. Everything is done, and this is what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now, and I'll see you in the next episode where we'll install the electrics.